Speaker, sir. Answer to start question 54A. Sir, the power and functions of the State Electricity Regulatory Commission are defined under Section 86 of the Electricity Act 2003. B. Sir, the Meghalaya State Electricity Regulatory Commission is a two-member commission. Presently, there is only one member, who is the chairman of the commission, as the post of another member law is vacant. C. Sir, the Section 108 of the Electricity Act 2003 defines the power of the state government to give directions to State Electricity Regulatory Commission.
Your next supplementary question.
So, the State Power Regulatory Commission is a very vital body that has so far eluded scrutiny by this august House. So, may I know from the Honorable Minister whether the Commission is statutory or constitutional, and if so, how?
Sir, the State Electricity Regulatory Commission is a statutory body.
Sir, can the Honorable Minister elaborate on why this body is statutory and what are the implications thereby?
Sir, the Commission was also set up under Section 82 of the Electricity Act 2003.
So I want a more comprehensive reply about why this body is statutory and the implications of that commission being statutory in nature. The implications.
Sir, the commission was basically constituted, as I mentioned just now, as per the provision. The commission, the Meghalaya State Electricity Regulatory Commission, which was notified by the Government of Meghalaya under the provision of Section 82 of Electricity Act 2003 on 26 March 2004, became functional on 6th of June 2006, on which the date of the first chairperson assumed the office of the Commission, sir.
No, sir, but I have not got the correct answer. My very pertinent point is to understand why, with the Commission being statutory, what are its implications insofar as delivery of its service is concerned to the people of Meghalaya?
If the answer is very long, you can lead on the table.
Sir, the Commission was basically constituted, it is as per the Central Act. And the action taken by the Commission from time to time get the legality by the Electricity Act 2003.
So, sir, I think this House has every right to understand why this statutory body exists in the first place, and being statutory, what are its implications in the sense that what kind of control does the state government has over this body, what kind of influence does the state government has on its functioning, as being statutory would make it, by implication, a very autonomous body. So what kind of control does the state government exercise. For instance, sir, fixation of tariff is one of the mandates of this body. So, being statutory, what are the implications on the fixation of tariff, since the state government would, by implication, have little say on that matter?
Sir, if I may understand the question correctly, I would like to elaborate the functions of the State Electricity Regulatory Commission. This is the Section 86 of the Electricity Act 2003 has entrusted the following functions to the State Electricity Commission. In short, sir, I would say that the function of this commission is basically to determine the tariff for generation, supply, transmission, and wheeling of electricity, wholesale, bulk, or retail, as the case may be within the state. Be it to regulate electricity purchase and procurement process of distribution licenses, including the price at which electricity shall be procured from generating companies or licenses or from other sources through agreements for purchase of power for distribution and supply within the state. C, to facilitate intrastate transmission and wheeling of electricity. D, issue licenses or to persons seeking to act as transmission licenses, distribution licenses, and electricity traders with respect to their operations within the state. C, promote cogeneration and generation of electricity from renewable sources of energy by providing suitable measures for connectivity with the grid and sale of electricity to any person, and also specify for purchase of electricity from such sources a percentage of the total consumption of electricity in the area of distribution licensee. F, adjudicate upon the disputes between the licenses and generating companies and to refer any dispute for arbitration. G, levy fee for the purposes of this Act. H, specify state grade consistent with the grade code. I, specify or enforce standards with respect to quality, continuity, and reliability of service by licenses. Fix the trading margin in the interstate trading of electricity if considered necessary, and discharge such other functions as may be assigned to under this Act. Apart from the above functions, the State Commission has also been entrusted with advisory functions wherein it can advise the state government on following matters: promotion of competition, efficiency, and economy in activities of the electricity industry, promotion of investments in electricity industry, recognition and restructuring of electricity industry in the state, matters concerning generation, transmission, distribution, trading of electricity, or any other matter referred to the State Commission by the government. Again, sir, I would like to mention here that the state has a role to play when it comes to any matters related to their burden to be carried by the consumers. As per the Section 108 of the Electricity Act, the power of the state government is restricted to policy decisions, including public interests. However, the state government cannot guide State Commission on inherent powers of Commission, such as tariff determination.
Sir, I want to make a pointed reference to an instance where, since we're talking about the power of the Commission over fixation of tariff, on December 22nd, 2005, a public meeting was held at Fulbari Inspection Bungalow, where MLAs, traditional leaders, and civil society groups came together to articulate growing public anger over frequent power cuts, weak infrastructure, and mounting electricity bills. Now, going to the mandate of the Commission, which is fixation of tariff, which also mandates that there should be consultation with members of the public. Whether in this specific instance, where MLAs, traditional leaders and civil society groups got together to articulate their ire and anger over power cuts, weak infrastructure, mounting electricity bills, whether there was any consultative process taken up by the Commission before this meeting occurred.
Speaker, sir, I don't have the details right now as far as that hearing is concerned. But the Commission, from time to time, conducts the public hearing when it comes to any grievances or any citizen of the state would like to express. Sir.
So can I know the frequency of these consultations? When was the last consultation held?
Sir, every year the corporation will always send its proposal for consideration with regards to the tariff revision. And in that process, there's always a public hearing which is being conducted and are being done before fixing the tariff. That public hearing is always done before fixing the tariff, because that is the role of the Commission that has been enshrined to, and they are bound to call for the public hearing before the finalization of the tariff.
So I'd just like to know the frequency. Is it annual, biannual, quarterly?
Sir, this is the annual, sir.
Okay. Yes, Bakar Pran.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. May I know from the Honorable Minister in charge of power the annual budget of the State Power Regulatory Commission?
Sir, the financial assistance extended by the state government to the Meghalaya State Electricity Regulatory Commission for this year 25-26 is 3.20 crore.
So, this is a grant from the government. Is it a grant from the government, sir?
Sir, may I request the honorable member to please repeat the question?
You said that the annual budget is 3.5 crores. It is a grant from the government, sir.
Yes, sir. The assistance provided by the government to the MSERC is basically only on the part of the salaries and other office establishments expenditures. Sir.
So, how many consumer petitions or appeals have been filed before the Commission in the last 3 years, sir?
Sir, for that I don't have the details with me. I require notice.
Okay, Rupa Mara.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for allowing me to stand up and take part in this question. When I hear about the meeting being taken place in Fulbury IB, I was also present there. There was huge public outcry over the hacking of tariff by the Sai computers. So, based on that public outcry and complaints, whether there is any inquiry being made or any action has been taken by the Commission, may I know from the Honorable Minister in charge of Power.
Sir, I would like to inform the House that with regards to the tariff, the charges are being billed to all the consumers are based on the tariff, fixed tariff approved by the Meghalaya State Electricity Regulatory Commission. Sir. no one can build more than what it is being approved. So with regards to the other question by the honorable member, with regards to the inquiry with regards to the Sai computers, point noted, sir, but we have not, till now, we have not received any complaints so far.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me to take part in this question hour. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister in Charge Power that whether the State Electricity Regulatory Commission, apart from regulating the tariff, is there any provision in case where there is disruption, frequent disruption of power supply? Is there any penalties with regards to the role of the Regulatory Commission?
What is, Speaker, sir, what is laid down in the functions of the State Electricity Regulatory Commission? There's no penalty or fine when it comes to any kind of power disruptions, power supply disruptions, and so on, sir.